Good Tuesday morning, South Florida. Welcome to July. Grab your rain gear. The Saharan dust is exiting, moving to the north, and the rainfall is moving in from the south. We do have a shift in our wind direction today by the afternoon hours, and the storms that do develop inland will be pushing towards the metro coastal areas. So make sure you do have the rain gear today. Good morning. I'm morning field meteorologist Julie Durda. And be ready, July coming in a wet note, not just showers and storms for us today, even tomorrow we are expecting those storms to be around. We're watching the area in the tropics with a 20% chance of tropical cyclone development. Regardless of development, there is going to be a frontal boundary that's going to slide to the east coast by the end of the week. Yes, for the 4th of July holiday. And regardless of development of whatever that disturbance may be, we're going to tap into the moisture content ahead of that front, keeping us very unsettled for the rest of the week. And yes, the 4th of July holiday and the weekend. Have a great day. Okay, so all eyes on what's happening in the tropics. It's just an area of disturbed weather. It still hasn't even evolved yet. The National Hurricane Center is stating that some models are hinting something could develop tropical. I'm telling you that I believe that with this in place, with a stalled out front, our biggest concern is just going to be rainfall. And that's because this time of year, we can't rule out that chance because of how warm the Gulf is and how warm the Atlantic is, especially riding along a stalled out frontal boundary. But our biggest concern is going to be how much rainfall because of the front that's stalling out to the north of us, with the added impact of maybe some tropical moisture will bring to our forecast. And it's only because we have 4th of July that's going to be dealing with these showers and storms and leading into the weekend. I'll have a lot more on all this coming up.
We have a bus pulled over on your I-95 southbound lanes to the right. You can see it right here behind me. This is at Northwest 6th Street. You can see that cars are slowing down. You should do the same if you're driving in this area. It seems like this person has been on the phone trying to get some help there. Let me take you over to your maps. There's an accident in the Golden Glades interchange right here. So this is definitely an area that you always want to give yourself a little extra time if you're headed this direction. Palmetto Expressway going eastbound at I-95 and US 441. The off-ramp left lanes are blocked. You can see the congestion starting to build up there. It's getting a little worse as the morning progresses, so definitely give yourself a little extra time. Let me show you this over here, some delays that we're seeing a little further down south. It's also starting to build up, get a little bit more red on your maps here. This is the Don Shula Expressway going northbound as you approach Southwest 112th Street. You see that red, speeds coming in here as slowly as 14 miles per hour, so definitely take your coffee to go if this is part of your commute this morning. Broward County accident and incident free. 595 going eastbound, I-75 to US 1, 12 minutes, University Drive to US 16. Be safe out there.
We are already seeing some showers that are moving through the Keys. Broward and Miami-Dade will see their fair share of storms later this afternoon. So for the last couple days, the sea breeze has developed inland, but has pushed away from our area. That's not the case today. And that's going to transition us into a wetter weather pattern on this July 1st, which is typical because look, the average rainfall for the month is over 7¼ inches. Our average high is 90 degrees to start the month, to end at 91. Our average low is 77. 78 by the end of the month. And look, we've already received over 1/4 inch of rain in Kendall, just about 1/10 of an inch in Homestead, over 1/2 inch already in Key West. This is since midnight. Now much of the storms have pushed away and we're drying out. We are seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. Again, a nice mild start. You'll notice though, as the sun is rising, the temperatures will heat up in a hurry, and we'll notice that Saharan dust is exiting our area. Dew points are in the mid to low 70s, so our feels like temperatures are in the 80s, but at least really close to the air temperature. So it's not too terribly warm out there. It still feels pretty comfortable, but it's pretty impressive that the dust is moving towards the north, and there's just this one pocket of the dry air that we would typically talk about, allowing for moisture to move in. And it's all thanks to an upper level disturbance. But it's not long because look, we have another round of Saharan dust that'll be moving in by Thursday. So we have that moisture content pretty high today. Showers and storms possible into the afternoon hours. Right now, a few storms are moving through the Keys. Here's that moisture content you just heard me mention, lifting from the south to the north around that upper level low. And as that low moves away, it takes the dust with it and replaces it with the scattered storms. Possibly some widespread precipitation as we go into the evening hours. Guess what? We do it all over again Wednesday. And then we watch what happens as we go into the end of the week, because it is the holiday weekend. We have a cold front sliding down to the south, and basically much of the East Coast and much of the Midwest will be very comfortable. Unfortunately, we're going to be on the wetter side of the system. So therefore, as you heard me mention at the top of the hour, regardless of whatever tropical identity that the National Hurricane Center is watching, something could develop, but really just for us, it's going going to be the higher rain chances soaking us for the long holiday weekend. We're also noticing that for the northern half of the state. So across the state, it's just going to be very unsettled. Rainfall totals anywhere between 1 to 2 inches, even some higher accumulations for some isolated areas for us, 6 inches possibly for the northern half of the state. So you know what I'm talking about. Keep that rain gear handy. You're going to need it each and every day.
A live look at I-95 going southbound. Remember that bus I was telling you about that was pulled over? It seems like he finally got his help, but definitely still slow down if you are headed southbound near this Northwest 6th Street area. You can see that there's some emergency vehicles there trying to help this guy out. Let me show you over here this accident that we're seeing at the Golden Glades interchange right here, causing some delays, as this area typically sees delays at this hour, but now there's an accident here, so definitely give yourself some more time this morning. This is the Palmetto Expressway going eastbound at I-95 and US 441. The off-ramp left lanes are blocked. Be safe out there.
Durda standing by. Good morning, Julie.
Hi, Andrew, Alex, South Florida. And yes, it is the 1st of July. And believe it or not, we've got temperatures near average. It feels fantastic. We're in the upper 70s in Fort Lauderdale, 76 in Miami, 78 in Key West, 80 for you in Pembroke Pines. Our feels like temperatures are very close to the air temperature, so that's nice. 76 Miami, low to mid 70s in Miami, and in towards the Keys, 81, 84 is our warmest spot, Pembroke Pines. Grab the rain gear, my friends. For the past previous days, we've been able to see the storms that do develop head westward. Well, that's not the case today. The steering component will push the storms towards the metro coastal areas, starting just around parts of the coastal areas at 11 o'clock. Then after lunchtime, here they come. The storms will start to develop with the sea breeze, peak heating of the day, and push towards our area. So be prepared for a stormy setup later this afternoon. We'll have highs in the 90s, and as we break it down this morning, you'll have plenty of time to get outside and enjoy some outdoor activities. Make sure you've got the sunblock, sunglasses, and the extra bottle of water, especially for the kids headed to summer camp, as well as the poncho and the rain gear. As for rain, we have been seeing moderate to heavy rain across parts of the Keys since after midnight. Key West has already received over half an inch of rain since this morning, and look, it's only 6:30. Some showers right now over parts of lower Matacumbe Key too. Looking at the forecast, all that Saharan dust that brought us those hazy skies and dry conditions is moving out, and we have this pocket of moisture content that's moving in before the next round of Saharan dust moves in by Thursday. Let's get to the tropical update. So the National Hurricane Center is watching this area for a 20% chance of tropical cyclone development, just highlighting the northern central half of our state. Nothing's developed yet, but the models aren't even in agreement. Something will develop. If it does, we do think it's going to ride along a stalled out front. The one thing I want you to know, that the big importance of our forecast will be that this is the holiday weekend, and I know a lot of you have outdoor plans. I need you to make some indoor plans, because regardless of development, we're focused on the stalled out front that's going to trap the moisture content, the rain, favorable for us here in South Florida. We're talking inches of rain once everything is said and done. I'll detail all that coming up in just a bit.
Hey, South Florida, let's take a look at your roads here. This right here is an accident we are seeing that's causing all of these delays. Right now, this is a live look at the Palmetto Expressway at Northwest 17th Avenue. It is bumper to bumper traffic as you approach the Golden Glades interchange. So that's your eastbound lanes here. There's a multi-car crash here. This is the Palmetto Expressway going eastbound at I-95 and US 441. The off-ramp left lanes are blocked. That's what's causing all of those delays you just saw. Let me take you to another area where we're seeing some delays here. This is northbound on the turnpike as you approach Southwest 152nd Street. Not too bad, but it starts to turn red, so definitely give yourself a little extra time if you're headed that direction. Broward County accident and incident free all morning long. You still are. 595 going eastbound, I-75 to US 1, 12 minutes. University Drive to US 16. Be safe out there.